don't know, he already made the promise that after Supreme Court he will stop fighting over this matter. Asiwaju is his friend, his good friend, at least in the early years of this democratic dispensation. I can confirm that they are good friends. They've helped each other. As Yorubas will say. So that kind of relationship, anything can happen. A call can happen. If he's convinced that, well, I've reached the end of the road, that call can happen. As for Obi, I'm not sure that Obi will call Asiwaju. Maybe we'll call him. I hope he can surprise me.
Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, especially about the 2023 presidential election that has been brought to a supposed closure with the Supreme Court validating the election of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, the video you watch is that of Babajide Otitoju saying that expecting Peter Obi to congratulate Bola Ahmed Tinubu after the Supreme Court ruling. And I think that's wishful thinking. Peter Obi had already made it clear that for anybody who wants to be called His Excellency, the process that brought the person to power must be excellent. From that explanation of Peter Obi several weeks ago, that should have informed Otitoju not to expect any kind of congratulation from Peter Obi. It will be a misplacement of expectation to think that Peter Obi, after explaining himself very clearly that for anyone to be addressed as His Excellency, the process that brought the person to power must be excellent. And we have seen that despite the fact that the Supreme Court has clothed Bola Ahmed Tinubu with legality or constitutionality, it has not clothed him with democracy. It has not given him the support of the masses of Nigerians who felt shortchanged that the real candidates they voted for were outmaneuvered at the electoral process and even in the courts. That being said, I don't expect Peter Obi to congratulate Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and I think that even Bola Ahmed Tinubu does not expect it and should not expect it. He should go ahead and tackle the issue facing the country right now and forget about any congratulatory message from Peter Obi. And I learned that Otitoju is not the only person who is having an expectation on Peter Obi congratulating Tinubu. Even Rice television anchor Ruben Abati, I learned, has allegedly also called on Peter Obi to congratulate the winner of the election, and that Atiku Abubakar should also congratulate Tinubu. I searched for the video where he said I couldn't get it, but I've seen a report on it somewhere. If that's also true, then Ruben Abati is also placed among those who are really expecting too much from Peter Obi. Peter Obi is a man of principle, and if he had been defeated fair and square, Peter Obi will be the first person to call and congratulate. But he is very sure that he won the election. And there are so many who can confirm, individuals who have done individual verification, including the former secretary to the federal government, including several others who have done independent investigation, including the reports that had been done by the BBC and BBC and the Premium Times, which show that he won Rivers State, and which Peter Obi had also presented evidence that he scored 808.7 million votes, and that he truly ought to have been declared the winner of the election, and that Tinubu didn't score 8.7 million votes that was allocated to him by the Independent National Electoral Commission. And Peter Obi brought a witness who showed proof from IRIF downloaded data that 18,088 blood result sheets was used in generating 2.5 million votes for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The Supreme Court may have disregarded it, but that doesn't mean that what the professor did was not right. The Supreme Court, they are not infallible. They are human beings like me and you. The only thing is that they are clothed with finality on the matter. But that doesn't mean that they can finalize the matter in the hearts and minds of Nigerians. They have the finality in terms of the legality. Nobody can dispute it now. Tinubu is the man to administer this country for the next 4 years. Now, that said, I learned that Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, the presidential candidate of the PDP, want to address a press conference today, 30th of October, to speak about the Supreme Court verdict. Whatever he may like, let him say. Atiku Abubakar is part of the problem. Anything that Atiku Abubakar will say today, 30th of October, without announcing his resignation from party politics is a non-starter. It's a waste of time. Atiku Abubakar ought to resign from active politics. Atiku Abubakar is one of the reasons why the country is the way it is. In fact, he is one of the reasons why Bola Ahmed Tinubu is today a strong political force in Nigeria. Because if Atiku Abubakar had not been consumed by personal ambition, today Tinubu would have been consigned to political history like the other AD governors in 1999. What happened when President Olusegun Obasanjo wanted to take over the Southwest by the PDP? He had a grand plan to do that, to take over all the states of the Southwest. It was because of the unbridled ambition of Atiku Abubakar that he sabotaged Obasanjo's plan and helped Tinubu to survive in Lagos. Today, he is going to address a press conference to complain and lament, to open a book of lamentation on how the judiciary had favored Bola Ahmed Tinubu. What does he expect when he worked hard to sabotage Obasanjo to preserve Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Lagos? Atiku Abubakar himself said it with his own mouth in terms of trying to show that he had favored Tinubu before, but at what cost? Today he's paying the price. When Obasanjo, who can what the elders can see sitting down, if a child climb a tree, cannot see it. Obasanjo wanted to confine Tinubu to the dustbin of history, political history, and he was sabotaged by Atiku Abubakar because of his own ambition to succeed his boss, because of his own ambition to become president. That same ambition is what will be propelling him today to address a press conference. And the only thing that will quench that is for him to announce that he has resigned from active politics. Anything contrary to that is just a waste of time. And it will be an insult on Nigerians for Atiku Abubakar to propose anything except to resign from active politics. Because if he had supported Peter Obi, at least perhaps the rigging machinery of the APC would have fared small in their impunity and alleged rigging of the election that was alleged. So what was he talking about? What is he coming to do? He had an opportunity to settle this man and consign him to the dustbin of political history. He bungled it. Another time, which Dele Momodu also revealed, this allegation of a certificate forgery came up when Atiku Abubakar was vice president. And there was a newspaper, a magazine called The Week magazine, which Dele Momodu made reference to in his recent article, in his recent column. He said that they publish all these things we are seeing today about Tinubu's alleged forged certificate were issue that was written and packaged in a newspaper called The Week magazine, according to Dele Momodu. What happened? As the magazine was about to go to press, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, knowing that Atiku Abubakar had interest in the Week magazine. Perhaps Atiku was the founder of that magazine. Tinubu rushed to Atiku Abubakar, whichever way he did it, whether it's by calling or whatever. Dele Momodu said that Atiku Abubakar, as Vice President of Nigeria, intervened, and that publication did not see the light of the day. So the issue of Tinubu's forgery of certificate was not a new thing to Atiku Abubakar. But what did he do several years ago when he got this information? He covered it up. And today he will come and cry in the media that the judiciary has been taken over by Tinubu. The judiciary has been taken over. What does he expect? That is a lesson that people should learn. When you see bad thing, stop it. Do not try to benefit from bad thing, because in the end, it will consume you. Anything that is bad, do not condone it. Do not glamorize it. Do not cover it up. You may think that you have cheated somebody else by covering it up. In the end, you'll be consumed by it. That is what is called the law of karma. The law of karma has caught up with Atiku Abubakar. The law of karma that made him to stop Obasanjo from taking over Lagos. The law of karma that made him to stop the magazine that wanted to expose forgery allegation, the Week magazine, according to Dele Momodu. That law of karma has now consumed him and his presidential ambition. So he should not, in fact, he will be insulting the intelligence of Nigerians for him to come out and say anything less than to say that he is resigning from party politics. That is the only thing. Because again, there was something he did after 8 years of Buhari's regime, a Fulani. He insisted that he has to come and be another Fulani president to make 16 years of Fulani governorship or leadership in Nigerian presidency at the highest level, without regard to other sections of the country that have never tested this presidency since 1999. He was one of the reasons that today PDP is in tatters. Today PDP is in a sorry state. So he is part of the problem. He is part of the problem. No matter what he says today in his press conference, it doesn't exonerate the fact that he is part of the problem. He is part of the people that had no regard for other sections of the country. Because after 8 years of President Muhammad Buhari, Atiku Abubakar, and anybody from the north for that matter, ought not to have presented himself or herself to be president of Nigeria in 2023. But he did. He did because he believed that he can outmaneuver everybody. He believed that he can outsmart everybody and then emerge the presidential candidate of the PDP and go ahead to win the election. But he didn't bank on the determination of Bola Ahmed Tinubu to match him with the kind of electronic manipulations and everything that they had to do to make sure that the ruling party retained the power. And at the end of the day, Nigerians also rejected Atiku Abubakar because from the information we gather and from individual verifications, it is obvious that it was Peter Obi that won the election, despite Atiku bulldozing his way to grab PDP ticket. He failed woefully because Nigerians did not want a situation where after 8 years of a Fulani presidency, this country will now be saddled with another Fulani presidency for another 8 years. And Nigerians rejected that opportunity. That kind of idea. And Atiku Abubakar failed. And he failed woefully. And he failed, yes, he failed woefully, even though he came second from independent verification, especially as was confirmed by former Secretary to the Government of the Federation, David Lawan. former secretary to the federal government, who said that from independent verification that Peter Obi came first, Atiku came second, and Tinubu came a distant third. But all those are mere academics now, since Tinubu had been declared the winner of the election. But they remain the fact of the matter. They remain the truth of the matter. Like Kenneth Okonkwo said, Tinubu had only been clothed with cloth of constitutionality, but they had not been clothed with the cloth of democracy. As far as Nigerians, most Nigerians were concerned, Peter Obi was the man they voted for the change they expected in 2023. And that was it. And anybody asking him to congratulate the person who became president through a process that nobody could understand is not doing him favor. Because even the European Union agreed that the process, the calculation, how did INEC got to declare Tinubu the winner? They said they don't understand it. You cannot independently verify it. How they got that? How they arrived at the figure they used in announcing him the winner. And don't forget, Kenneth Okonkwo was talking about the fact that the process is what is important. If you are given a mathematics to solve, you must show the equation, the process, before you come to the answer. And INEC just wrote an answer without telling Nigerians how he got the answer, the processes through which it got the answer. And you expect Peter Obi to congratulate him. Peter Obi will not do that. And I think that if what happened to Peter Obi happened to Tinubu, Tinubu will never congratulate the beneficiary of that. He will not. Because he plays the same, the kind of politics that he plays, he will never congratulate somebody who stole his mandate. He will not. He will not. Because it will be quite unlike a normal Nigerian politician. He will not. Especially when he was sure that he won the election. So when Peter Obi is so sure that he won the election, nobody should expect him to congratulate Tinubu. Nobody should expect him to congratulate a process in which somebody will be called His Excellency when the process that brought the person to power is not excellent. I think that Ruben Abati and Titoju should take note of that. And for Atiku Abubakar, I think the best thing for him is to sign off from politics and bury his plan or his agenda to be president of Nigeria. He should leave the top now. He has done the best he could now after 2023 presidential election. He is the reason why Tinubu is strong today, because of his own ambition. He was able to, he sabotaged Obasanjo. He stopped the public from knowing what is going on about Tinubu's certificate, because he owns, or he has a controlling interest in a magazine, the Week magazine, and that was supposed to publish a damning report about the forgery certificate, but he covered it up. So all these things he did, the chicken has come home to roast. So anything he is complaining today, Nigerians should not take him serious. The only thing he should do is to announce his retirement from active politics, the same way that Buhari announced it in 2011, that he has retired from active politics after Jonathan defeated him in that election, in that year's presidential election. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.